What kind of commercial did I get now? Sono bello. In case I want to have my fat frozen off. Sick. Alright, let me trigger up my chat here so I can talk with everyone. Relax, have some coffee. 54 people are joining me for afternoon, I would say afternoon tea, but it's afternoon coffee. This place has the best coffee ever. Well, one of the best places ever. Kevin all the way from the UK, Kyle Sony, Donna Turner, let's see, Janice, Chris Miller, Amy. I'm using my inside voice. It's like no one in here though, but still, you know. Angie, Amy, Angie again. I got you twice, I think. Greg Jasper, Mary, Maria, Tom Mac, Venus, BSKY, BCDC, what's going on? Mike N, Tyler, Gregorian, Huggy Bear, Cleveland, why diggity, what's going on? Okay, let's see how the connection is in here. We're pulling exactly 6 megabits. That should be adequate for our breakfast purpose. I wish it was breakfast. I got done too late, but I had very good reason to do so. We'll talk about that in a bit. Bill Long, Lee, Sylvia, Anthony, what's going on? Laren, Wingnut 69 Nova. You love the videos? I love that you love the videos, and I love that you're here. Val Marie. Yeah, get back to work. All right, let me turn this around. Oh, let's do a little coffee ritual. See, they know me here so well. They're like, extra white sugar. You allowed to say that anymore? I don't know. Let's see. Yeah, let's get this party started. I told them to come back in like 10 minutes. There's not much that I could eat here that is gluten-free, but I'm gonna show you the menu. I'm thinking about forcing my body to deal with it like I did before I went accidentally gluten-free. Going gluten, unless you have a true medical condition or reason to go gluten-free, do not do it. Do not do it. There's other ways to combat the ill effects of gluten, and just removing it from your diet is not one of them, trust me. Kind of blows. Like, look at all this delicious stuff I could be eating. Like, I'm relegated to salad. Not that I don't like salad, but you know what I'm saying. But then again, I could eat all the freaking beef I want. I could eat like a cow a week, and that's fine for me. Alright, what is it? Oh, sorry, I'm reaching across the table. Sorry about that. Do you know where we are yet? Have you seen this thumbnail? I'm sure you did. Like last time, I didn't put the thumbnail up to say where I'd actually be, because like, I don't know why, but people get butthurt. But I'm like in the, if you get butthurt, who cares kind of category right now. It's a freaking building, so relax. And they got great coffee. And they're freaking awesome people. Alright. I'm gonna need 2 napkins. Hold on. Let me go get some other napkins. Glom went off the table. Oh, shit. I dunked it. Oh, extra flavor in my coffee. I'm going to be a gentleman, stick one in my lap. I have another one on the side. Oof, this is a wet one. Let's put the dry one on my lap. 110 people. Only you can be you. Who else is here? Doug. Stewart. Ron Radio. I seen you join me over on Twitter today. Thank you very much. Alright, let's drop this in our laps. Get all hoity-toity. Might as well turn this around. Well, let's get a sip first. I can't do any reflections in there. There's not many reflections on the seal. That's about the color I like right there. A little more sugar necessary. A bonk. That's where we are. We're at Trump International, the restaurant / cafe. Oh, let me say hello. In the mirror. What up? I'll show you the menu in a second. I'll show you why I was down here in a little while. I went down. Let me turn this around. Hold on. Trisha. Oh, you're welcome, Kyle. Hope you enjoy the coffee break with me. Let's turn this camera around and go bonk. What up? Man, let me get out of your grill. I'm reaching across the table. How rude. Should I put my elbows on the table? Is that like super rude too? Let me see. He's getting ready to come over here. I don't know what I want. I'm hungry, but I'm not really that hungry. Like I said, salad. But they make freaking awesome salads here. And you know me, the salad is basically a conduit for dressing. So dressing gives me all the calories I need. I'm gonna have to high perform. That coffee is blazingly strong. I love it. I got all sorts of shit to do today, so I figured I'd start off with some super strong coffee. Yeah, this coffee is like right up there with like almost as strong as Wynn's Floor Coffee, which you know how I feel about Wynn's Floor Coffee. I haven't been over there in forever. I got like $150 in free play. I just haven't had time. They send it to me month after month after month after month. You know, like clockwork. It's the only place in town that takes care of me as a local. And I don't play there that much. All I do is they send me 150 in free play. I put like another 150 of my own, maybe something like that. And I play and I play and I play, and I generally do decent over at the Wynn. And they just send me another 150 to get my ass in the door the following month. So cool. I can't complain about that. But I haven't been able to get over there. I hate it doesn't roll over, so I hate letting it expire. I gotta be there by the end of the month. Alright, let's get this. Want to see that lunch selection? I'll show you the lunch selection momentarily. Alright, before we do that, I can sit back like a king up in here, watch. These chairs are kind of low, but they're cool, you know? It's like being in a sound booth, you know? Do business over here. Like when my friends come in, we sit at these booths. It's like having it's like the chamber of silence from Get Smart. Remember that? It's kind of cool. So people don't hear all the moves you're making. Never tell people the moves you make. Like once the move is made, tell them the move. But when a move is in flux or you're working on it, don't tell people the moves you're making. Because not all people are your fans, and they can like inject some negativity into what you got going on. Whether they're like actively doing it or not. Make your moves quiet. Make stealth moves. But anyway, Bror Fredrik coming at you live. I'm shaking the table, sorry about that. From Las Vegas, we're here at Trump International. We're gonna have some coffee, a little bit of lunch. We're gonna hang out. I was here, so I figured we'd stop in. We haven't done an afternoon. I have an afternoon, he's on his way over. I have a lunch planned, or a late breakfast planned for everyone on, that's like the third time I ushered him away. He's gonna be like, dude, I have a lunch planned for Friday. I think we're gonna get up early and go have like a kind of a special breakfast that everyone's been requesting. But I'm gonna invite you to like, share, subscribe. And hit that bell button. I see Trish in the what magic mirror? I want a magic mirror. Not an eggplant. What are you guys even talking about? Oh, we're not in Mar-a-Lago, though I have been there. Place is absolutely gorgeous. I love it. I love it here. I truly do. Politics aside, I freaking love the place. It's a fucking building, you know, relax. Anyway, I shouldn't even have to say that at this point. But people are people, you know? So I'm gonna invite you to like, share, subscribe. Hit that bell button to get notified when I go live again, which is 5 times a week. And if you want to support the channel, you can toss me some super chats. I'll never say no to that. Keeps the wheels rolling, and some super thanks after. And let's see, I got links in the description down there. What do we got? BroNation.com. You can get some merch over there. Join me over at Rumble so we can have some actual real conversations. Someone tap on the glass and remind me to tell you what happened with a few people on YT over some political type of stuff. Interesting conversation. So join me over at Rumble, join me over at Twitter. That's me. Cash App, Venmo, let's see. And that's trippy doing that. Patreon. And of course, this channel memberships. And starting next week, YouTube says they worked all the bugs out of their the private live stream, the members only live streams. So I'm gonna look to test that, and we'll see if we can get that going. No commercials, no nothing. If you happen to be a member, you're gonna get an invite. Although they say they've been doing it for months, I can't prove that they have. Neither can all you people. So supposedly it's all worked out. So we'll get busy on that. The air quality here in Vegas is atrocious today. There was links in the description. Just check stuff out. Help your boy out. There was a huge fire in a whole apartment complex. It was like freaking apocalyptic, and the whole town, where like when I got home last night, smelled like burning plastic and just, you know, burning plywood and stuff. And then this morning it was still there, and there was, believe it or not, I'm miles away from where that happened. I found like there was like ash all over the cars and stuff. That's how bad it was. It was Cleveland. I will look into that. They're selling the Excalibur and the Luxor. That would not surprise me, believe it or not. But I will put my ear to the ground, find out what. So yeah, that was a horrendous fire. It was a whole apartment complex. Went up like the freaking Hindenburg. I'm sure you've seen the pictures already. It was pretty freaking crazy. Unoccupied. It was under construction. So yeah, like it probably still would have went up like that, but not as fast if it was occupied, believe it or not, because then they would have had like, you know, fire code stuff in there. But, you know, from what I saw, it wasn't, you know, it was raw wood and it just went up like a freak. But that's sad. Although, however, that's like the third or fourth apartment complex that's burnt down, that's been under construction. Draw your own conclusion. They're already drawing conclusions like a freak. Oh, that's good. That's strong. But the air quality is rank. Here in Vegas, believe it or not. Thank you very much. Venus is kicking off Super Chat with the 5 banana rounds for some iced coffee. I will stop and get some right after I get out of here, because it's kind of hot today. It's not even 1 and it's already 93 like it was yesterday. Yeah, that's what people are saying, Rick T. I mean, you never know. You never know in this town. But a lot of people don't know that we were ranked in our population bracket here in Las Vegas, we're ranked, I think, number 1 and number 2 in pollution for population. But if you take all the supposed metro areas, metro cities in the United States, there's 233, we're ranked 31, the 31 most polluted city. And people are like, and these places brag about how green they are and all the rest of that. And I don't know, it's 31. I can feel it. When the air is bad here, there's that same gray cloud, that gray brownish cloud that hangs over the city, because the strip is almost at the bottom of the valley. It's like this. Like a mile east of the strip is the actual valley. So Vegas is like here from the actual bottom. And then you just go up from there. I mean, driving where I live, it's like 500-600 feet above, even though it's not too far. It's just a straight up shot. Like you get like 2 miles to the gallon when you leave the strip, and you get like 100 miles to the gallon when you come back, you know, because you just coast. It's all downhill. People don't realize that. So from my place, I can see into the valley, and sometimes like right over the strip, there's this like funky gray, brown, yellow, weird ass cloud. Yeah, like that. I'm gonna see the menu real quick before we talk about a couple other somber things. Air quality in Wisconsin shitty? Yeah, there's a big chat right. You dig it? What up? Can you hear the music? I hope the music isn't too obnoxious. I want to show you the menu because I'm sure people want to see what. Let me see if I can stand it up. Oh yeah. I gotta call DJT. Tell him to turn this down a little bit. Let's go on the wide activities. But he plays cool music, I gotta admit. All right, what do we got? We got appetizers, avocado toast. Oh, look, see, they put a little GF. You see that next to the GF things? Shrimp cocktail, 24 bucks, wild caught. Those beef sliders, I had them the other night. I peeled the bread off them, of course, because like when me and my friends go out, we kind of eat family style, you know? We just like reach into each other's plates and grab food, you know? But those are like super delicious, high performance, I mean, I hate to make the correlation, but what would you call them? Like White Castles? The burger is freaking enormous. I can't even have fries here. Some places I could have fries, but they put a little batter on their fries. But it's not too expensive, 21 bucks, you know? Same price for the salad activities. I don't know which one I'm gonna get, but the Greek salad is just boss. Say gluten-free, gluten-free, gluten-free. I can get the garlic parmesan jam. I might do that, but that's kind of sloppy. I don't know. And I could ask them to take the croutons off. And you could put all your, like some people say, your proteins. I hate disrespecting an animal down to its least common denominator, that it's protein. You know, gotta respect the animal that gave its life to provide for you. Don't call it a protein. Call it a grilled New York strip. What up? Pan-seared salmon. The prices aren't horrible. I mean, that's not bad. I've actually eaten that. The 14-ounce, let me get that shadow out of there. Oh, you know what? I could eliminate that by doing this. Yeah, I'm going to have me a Greek. The Greek salad does not have any Greeks in it. Oh, that's me. There's no Greeks in the Greek salad, but there is everything but lettuce. All right, that's a better view. I've had the 14-ounce ribeye, pretty freaking good. Fish and chips, cannot confirm. Supposedly they make awesome salads. All right, now he's ignoring me. He's like, hey, Bror Fredrik. I know most of these guys by name, but not in the morning. Oh, sorbet is gluten-free. Oh, the children's menu. See, I can't eat none of that either. GF denotes GF. No way. Oh, cocktails. A cucumber Collins? What the hell is that? That sounds a little dirty. A cucumber Collins. Starring in the new P-Hub movie, Cucumber Collins. Death by trial? Ooh, wonder if that's wonder who came up with these names. The Sid Vicious? Well, $10 beers up. Ooh, they serve the one that cannot be spoken of. How about that? The Trump winery activities. The a smoking, 33 bucks, yo. Really there, boss? I just had one at Bavette's the other night. It wasn't no 33 bucks, bro. Yeah, the millionaire, the billionaire, or the trillionaire. $85. Well, the smoking one is cool. I still haven't bought my smoking kit yet. We'll try that out in the studio. Did everyone see the studio yet? If you haven't seen the studio, I got a picture on the phone here to show you. Yes, I think we're going Greek. I think we're gonna go Greek. Bonk and bonk. Yeah, I think we're gonna do up some Greek activities. Yeah, Corn Hub. Cucumber Collins. Debbie Does Dallas with Cucumber Collins guest starring. I like fish and chips too, but like I said, I might try to force my body. I just need a week off. I did some research. If I get a week off, I mean, I was talking to someone the other day, and I literally probably have not taken a complete day off in over 5 years. and probably more than a day off, and maybe like 10, if I'm really honest. But that's the grind, that's the hustle, you know? That's what you gotta do. I can't even remember. I mean, like a day where I didn't have a phone call to make, I didn't have a contract to sign, I didn't have, you know, editing to do or anything like that. I mean, like a day completely to myself where I zone. I mean, sometimes I plan them, I'm like, F it, I ain't even getting out of bed, you know. I tell everyone, oh, I'm gonna be doing some day sleeping. And, you know, but ultimately, you know, something happens and I'm back to business. All right, I'm gonna keep it real simple for you, and I am going to have a Greek salad, the entree size, with extra vinaigrette and a little extra balsamic on the side, if you don't mind.
All right. Would that be all for now?
Yes.
Excellent. Let me just grab that menu for you.
Absolutely. Thank you very much. And for the lady, oh, I'm by myself, damn. Do you guys order for your lady? I think that's awesome. I order for the ladies. Like if I'm out with the ladies, I'm just like, and she'll have a salad with no dressing and water. And I'll have the filet mignon. Do you think? Nah, I ain't like that. Well, you gotta keep, you know, you gotta keep slim. Like a buddy of mine, he put that in his prenup. He legitimately has that in his prenup, that his wife cannot go over X amount. I shit you not. I saw it. And she's just like, yeah. But granted, dude, the dude sold one of his companies for $77 million. Just one of his companies. He got 77, well, he got bought out, you know. So yeah, his portion after paying off to the investors and all that other shit was he walked away with $77 million from that transaction. I keep readjusting. And yeah, but he had that in place before he became a multimillionaire. Right now he's probably worth about in the neighborhood of 2-ish or so. But yeah, she signed I don't know if it would ever hold up or whatever, but in the prenup it says like she can't go over like 110 pounds or something like that. And she's not complaining because she's living a freaking life, you know? So she has to go to the gym, you know? Ooh, how horrible. But, you know, she's living a freaking life. They got a freaking yacht. They got 3 houses, you know? They're chilling hard. No way of prenup, why not? But if that's what makes you happy, then why not? I don't judge people for doing stuff like that, you know? I mean, if she had all the money, could she say, all right, okay, if she had all the money and made him sign a prenup, if she said, well, you're not allowed to go bald, that is out of a man's control. You know what I'm saying? So it's not the right thing. You're not allowed to get a big old beer belly. Otherwise, I'm gonna cut you off. How hard would it be? I'd be like, all right, you know, not that I don't take money from women. I would never live off a woman. I don't even believe in, you know, the 50-50 thing. I mean, in a dating scenario, that's different. But even then, it's like a little weird. But, you know, I don't need a partner. I need someone behind me, you know? I don't need a partner. You know, oh, yeah, we're gonna be what's the new thing? You know, we're gonna, like, be a power couple and you know, build an empire. That's all bullshit. You know? Just make sure I'm happy and I'll go out and slay the dragons. You know what I'm saying? That's the way it should work. Oh, he's bringing me some gluten. Thank you, sir. And your name?
Jose.
Thank you, Jose. That's how you do it. Don't be a dick to the people who serve you. Ask their name. Communicate with them, you know what I'm saying? Thanks, Jose, I appreciate that. You know, so she says, like, you know, no beer belly. I'd be like, cool, you know? Is that a new Maserati you just pulled up in? You know, what are you gonna do? You know, you're gonna be just like, fuck this, you know? I'm gonna turn into a big hog. But like height, you know, like whether my hair falls out, that's a whole different story. Whether her hair falls out, that's a whole different story. But weight you can control. You can control what you stick in your mug, you know? Judge them if you want, but if you met them, you wouldn't know. Because she's like, you know, she's like a happy person. They joke about it. Like the first time I was kind of surprised. The first time I went and hung out with them at their freaking mansion. I'm talking mansion. I've been in some big houses. I've owned a big house. This house was 14,000 square feet. You know, just the interior, and then it had the decks. Didn't count. Yacht, yacht outside, pool on the 3rd floor, underground parking for like at least 10 or 15 cars. It was freaking nuts, you know. We bought it cheap too. Nowadays, I don't even know what something like that would go for. But the first time I heard of it, we was hanging out, and he was just like, yeah, you know, like, yeah, she watches what she eats because, you know, she's out if she goes over like 105 or some such thing. And she wasn't, you know, she wasn't a spring chicken either. This is an older couple than myself. But she kept herself fit because she didn't have to work, number one. You know, you sit on your ass and eat bonbons all day. So she had, you know, 14,000 square feet. So, of course, they had a gym inside, and she went and played tennis and all the stuff, you know. That was her job. Her job was just looking good. That's a pretty good job. You know, if you ask me, if you paid me to look good, I'd freaking look good. If my job was to look good, I'd make sure I looked freaking awesome. So her job was looking good. So let's see the comments. Alright, let's check out these comments. Yeah, you can get hair implants, but that's not the same as controlling your weight. Hair implants, have you ever seen hair implants? You ever see what they do? That'd be the equivalent of like, hey babe, you know, your boobs are way too small. I really want you to go check out my friend the doctor and have these things stuck on your chest. That would be the equivalent of asking a dude to do hair implants, because that is a torturous thing. I mean, I've seen videos about that, and they graft, and then they punch holes in your head, planted like, that's out there, and it never looks natural. All your friends make a, yeah, she was a small woman anyway. Yeah, she was small. So 105, yeah, I think it was 110 or 105. So that's different, you know. Yeah, I've seen people, I know someone who did that like 10 years ago, and it didn't really work out all that well. And there's no guarantee that it grows. Very good. Excellent. Thank you very much.
Enjoy.
Oh, I forgot to say, hold the onions, yo. All right, you want to see it? You want to see this? There's no salad in the Greek salad over here. Beautiful, Jose. Thank you.
Everything looks good?
Very well.
Excellent.
Very good.
Enjoy.
Thank you. See, treat people like people. They treat you like people. All right, let's scope it out here. Oh, I can smell the onions. I gotta talk to people after this. I'm gonna eat them anyway. Doesn't that look good? There's no salad in it. You see that? It's Greek AF. There goes some feta cheese, oregano, 2 different kinds of olives, 2 different kinds of tomatoes. Oh yeah, got those hot house Persian. There's a lot of olive oil in there. You see, that's why I asked for balsamic on the side. I think I do have to remind him. I like to douse it with some balsamic. However, I did get the extra dressing. I just want straight up, I mean, that's all going in there. Why am I even playing? Don't play, bro. Just dose it. Alright, there we go. Bonk. Alright, now we gotta get Jose back over here. Gotta get Jose back over here with some straight up balsamic vinegar to slather on here. Sometimes I have chicken on this, ain't gonna lie. Alright, let's do a taste test and we'll get back to talking about prenups. That's everyone's favorite subject, right? Would you sign a prenup? Would you sign a prenup? You people out there, would you ask someone to sign a prenup? Would you? This is how you do it. See, a lot of guys, we're having this conversation the other day. A lot of guys F up, and they spring the things. All right, commercial, we got to get rid of that. What is that? 0 fatalities, drive sober. Why do I always tell my audience to drive sober? Is there something going on out there I don't know about? What up? All right, let's get rid of that. Alright, let's get back on that. See, guys mess up. Alright, I'm going to talk to the guys out there. And ladies, you can learn something. Guys mess up by springing, and I will use the word springing, things into a relationship when the horse has already left the barn. Like this, you know, there's certain things a guy has as a habit pattern, certain behaviors, certain boot knocking, things. I'm trying to find the words and make that palatable. You know, there's certain things that make a guy a guy. There's certain wants and desires men have and or expect from a woman. But guys F it up all the time by springing it on the lady when it is actually too late. Like, you know, so you're in a relationship for like 2 years, and then finally you say, well, you know, maybe we should get married, yada, yada, yada. By the way, I'd really like you to sign a prenup. Not that I don't love you, not that I'm wishing for the best, but I think it protects both of our interests, you know? I had all these assets before you came along. Don't worry, I'm not gonna leave you in the street. I'm not gonna, you know, catch and release, throw you back in the same pond, you know? You'll make out all right. But, you know, I just think it's the right thing to do. It's out of the norm, you know? It's like, oh, you're always home by 10. Why'd you come home at 12? You know, and then they start sniffing. You know, oh, is that the same cologne you left with? And, you know, why get into all that shit? You know, just be honest from the get-go. You know, don't try to be someone you're not. No, I never go out. I never do this. I never do that, you know? No, just be honest from the get-go. So if you'd want a prenup, say that shit immediately. Don't spring it 2 years later. That's just looking for heartache. All right, I'm going to eat some onions. I don't know if I'm thrilled about this, but there's so many of them. I forgot to ask for no onions. That's on me. I'm not a huge onion person. And I'm going to save the feta till the very end. Watch. Onions. What time are you going to be home? Later. You know? I mean, technically, there was a time in my life where I used to pull like all-nighters and shit, and I always felt like, well, as long as I beat the sun home, you know, it's technically I came home that night. But no, not to be a douche about it. Now, if it's the other way around, if she says to me later, I'd be like, later for you. Because that's the way it is. Double standard? Perhaps. Here's the difference, though. At 2 a.m., if I'm standing outside a casino waiting for Lyft, and I get approached by either some Ambers or some women, you know, I know how to deal with it, and I expect anyone I'm with to do the same, because, you know, they're going to get hit on when they're alone. But what if someone came up and said, give me your wallet? At 2 in the morning. I know I can defend myself. You know? I'm not going to die over a wallet. I can defend myself. You know? Can a woman do that at 2 in the morning? Later? No, I don't think so, you know? You know what I'm saying? It's a little different. So there is a double standard. There's not a double standard. Let me correct myself. There's not a double standard It's different situations. No woman is gonna R-A-P me. R-A-P-E. R-A-P-E me. You know what I'm saying? I mean, how often do you ever hear that happen? You know, that's not gonna happen, but you know what I'm saying? I don't even want to get into all that, but there is a different standard, not a double standard, but there is a different standard. So anyway, yeah, don't spring shit on. If you have certain boot knocking type of things, certain wardrobe type of things. Okay, here's another one that guys fuck up all the time. You ready for this one? All right, you meet the woman, right? And she's like, you know, she's got like half her boobies out. She's wearing that way up high skirt. She's rocking the high heels, and you get attracted because guys being guys, we're just like, how you doing? You know, looking it up and down. Because the first thing guys see is visual. We're visual creatures. And then, you know, like, you start getting serious, you're all about the whole relationship now, and suddenly maybe that doesn't work for you anymore. Suddenly maybe you don't want to go out in Daisy Dukes and high heels and, you know, tube tops and whatnot, you know? Maybe you don't want to go into work, you know, with a shirt down to here anymore, like the day you met her, you know? Is that a double standard? Is that something weird? But once emotions kick in for a guy, we change. Ladies, you gotta realize that. We change. I mean, there's some guys who don't care. They're just like, I don't care, she's coming home to me. I think that's kind of a bullshit attitude. I don't care what she does, she's coming home to me. You know, that's kind of a simp attitude, but you should care what's going on outside your house, you know? Anyway, I digress. And then like a year into the relationship, the dude's like, you know what, honey? Darling, sweetheart, I'd prefer if, like, you know, maybe you went up to like at least this button, because, you know, Bob at the water cooler is like, you know, looking down your shirt. No, Bob's a nice guy. You can't spring that shit a year later. Because you're just gonna fight. You're just gonna fight. The way I handle that, I'm just like, listen, I bought the car. Time to take the for sale sign off. You feel me? That attracted me. That's what got you on my radar. That's, you know, and we can do that. Like, you know, if I would say, hey, let's go out tonight, and I want you to, like, put that Daisy Dukes on, and I want to have you on my arm, and we're gonna, you know, let's go make some head spin and whatnot. Cool. That's up to the individual. But I bought the car. Time to take the for sale sign off. Why are you looking to draw attention from other men? It worked on me, obviously. I'm here. Worked on me. Now it's time to, you know, act like it. Act like it, you know, and look, give the appearance as though you're taken and you're with someone. You know what I'm saying? A little modesty. Can't spring that shit 6 months in. You can't talk about that a year in. It's just not gonna happen. Hey, you met me like this. I'm not changing. You can't tell me what to do, what to wear. Then what are you gonna do, fellas? Then you got a hard decision to make. Do I dump her because she's just gonna cause me endless grief the rest of my life? Or do I eat it and just be unhappy and miserable the rest of my life? You know, because you weren't man enough to say what you really wanted, you know? And even in the sexual arena, it's the same thing. You can't spring something on a person. Exactly, because people are not going to want to change. You're right, Helen. People are not going to want to change. But logically speaking, if it's a clothes matter, shouldn't, like, men change for that women all the time? You know, why aren't women willing to capitulate for men? That I've always found kind of odd. in the grand scheme of things. Men make enormous changes for women that we don't even get credit for. And women are like, I'm not changing for no man. Well, then you have to tell the dude right away. You have to tell the dude right away. See, women have to be equally honest. I'm not giving up my job. I'm not going to be submissive. I'm a strong, independent woman, and you're just going to be like an accessory in my life. You got to lay all that stuff out and find the match for you, you know? It doesn't matter how good the sex is. Doesn't matter how much money the dude's got. You got to just be honest. Otherwise, it's just going to be problems later on. Susan G with the 5 Bananaramas. You know? Oh, my first bite of olives. I really want that balsamic vinegar. Where is Jose? Jose. Them olives is good. I'm not even putting a cent in this thing. I like taking part of that home, to be perfectly honest. It's got a lot of olive oil. That's why I got to offset it. But olive oil is good for you. You know, so you gotta get all these issues cleared up straight out of the gate, you know? Even like, you know, your bedroom preferences, you know? What if the other person isn't into it? You know what I'm saying? The same things that you're into, you know? You're gonna spring that on them on your second anniversary. Hey baby, I got you this collar, you know? You gotta kind of deal with that shit right away, you know? You don't want to waste your own time. You don't want to waste the other person's time being on your best behavior and then springing shit on them. And I'll tell you what, that's a lot of reason why people end up cheating, is because they weren't honest to begin with, and now that ship has sailed. You know, they want a woman or a man who's a certain way, and they weren't honest enough in the beginning, or they thought this was the one, and they didn't explain who they are and what they like. I'm not just talking in the bedroom capacity, but everything. And then, like, a little while down the road, you're just like, that ship has sailed, you know? How do I tell her now that she has to wear a collar, you know? And then you're like, F it, I'll go find someone who's gonna wear a collar, you know? And vice versa, you know? Women do the same thing. So, being honest, not being honest or springing shit like later can be really jacked up. It's unfair. It's unfair to yourself and the other people. I want balsamic vinegar. You feel me? I'm gonna grab anyone. Just the music here is so relaxing. I'm just like chill. I waved. I hate waving, but she was like 50 feet away. If you don't mind, can you bring me some just plain balsamic vinegar? Thank you, Isis. Her name's Isis. I can't wait. Isis? Isis. Oh, okay. Isis. Thank you very much, Isis. She corrected me. Very good. I thought I got her name right. I was like, damn. But it's spelled Isis. Like, you know, Isis. Isis. Alright. I dig it. So what are you guys talking about? We are at, I'll show you and stick my finger up your nose. We are at Trump International. We'll walk around a little. I'm gonna eat a little more of this, but I'm gonna take some of it home. This is just good. So does that make sense? But not everyone's gonna agree with me in the way I want to live my life, or anyone else for that matter. My grandma used to say, you know, there's a lid for every pot. And that is a very true statement. You know, there is a lid for every pot, but, you know, sometimes you gotta go find it. But the only way you're gonna do that is by being freaking honest. You know, honesty goes a long, long, long way. Whether it's good or bad. But that's how I was discussing, you know, like, prenup. If you knew it was coming, when it's time to actually do it, all you can say is, you know, remember we discussed that? Like, way back when, you know, I told you I was going to ask for a prenup. And it's like, yeah, you did. I didn't think it was serious, though. You know? No, I'm serious. I mean what I say, and I say what I mean. Maria with the 2 banana ramas, thank you very much. Yeah, honesty with tact. You don't have to be an asshole about it, you know? Okay, if a woman said, hey, you look good, you're a handsome MFer, but, you know, when was the last time you hit the gym? You'd be super freaking hot if you went and pumped some iron. What would you do? Honestly, fellas, what would you do? Thank you so much.
It's a pleasure. Enjoy.
Would you do it? If she put it with tact and didn't compare you and didn't say something like, yeah, you know, my last boyfriend, he was kind of jacked. You'd look good too if you were jacked. I'd be like, ish, please. You know what I'm saying? But if she did it with tact, if she was just like, damn, you know what? If you did some sit-ups and got those abs, you could be dancing on the corner. You're so freaking hot. If a woman approached you like that, would you do it? Would you do it? I bet a lot of guys would. I bet a lot of guys wouldn't be like, F that, I'm not changing for anyone. I like being 5 foot tall and having a 46-inch waist. You know? So why do women have like such a problem with that when men say the same thing, you know? Hey, because, well, I had 5 kids, I did this, I did that. Well, 5 kids didn't make you stick 9 cheeseburgers in your mouth tonight, baby. But you can't say things like that. Now we're on point. Yeah. That's some good-ass balsamic vinegar. That actually made my face a little flush. But yeah, get all that stuff up front. I am not left-handed. I just wear my watches on the opposite hand. I'm not left-handed. The reason why I do that, because for the most part, I wear large watches with large knobs. And if I put it on the correct side, it jabs all day into the back. And there's like nerves right here. You ever get punched in the back of your hand? Fellas, I punched people in the back of their hands. Like, that was one of my tournament moves when I used to fight in the Wang Fei Hung tournaments. I used to knuckle people in the back of their hands. And the hand just goes dead. It's like, that hand's over. And then I won the fight. But anyway, I digress. But that happens to me if I put my big watches on my left hand. That's why I wear them on my right. Now you know. See, I live transparently. So what are we talking about? I forgot. I'm eating all the stuff I don't like first. I mean, it's not like I don't like it. But you see what I'm doing, right? I'm whittling down to the olives and the feta cheese. That's me. That's how I roll. And freaking olives are awesome. Alright. So we're going to talk about that. Who is the one to decide if you have kids or not? That's a mutual conversation. I'd say that that's something that should be discussed right away. What do you think about children? You can do this all up front. It's not like, there's an expression in business, like looking to close a deal right away with a client is like asking to get married, on the first date. That's like business related. But you can still have conversations to feel things out, You can still be like, hey, have you ever thought about kids? Where would you like to live? You more, like, get all that shit done with. Why are you going to waste your time? And hold the other person to it and say, remember what? No, actually, I'm not. This is my right hand. This is my right hand. I mean, I might look backwards in the camera, but this is my right hand. Get all that shit done right away. You know what me and my friends were talking about the other day? We're gonna get into all sorts of personal conversation, not personal, interesting conversations. Me and my friends were talking like this should be like National No Makeup Day. How about that for an idea? There should be a day. There's National Donut Day, National Garlic Bread Day, National Sugar Day, National Ice Day, National Donut Day, National Chihuahua Day, National Cat Day. It should be National No Makeup Day. How about that one? What would most women do if there was national, like, if someone passed an edict saying you couldn't wear makeup for like a day or a week? What would happen? And you weren't allowed to stay home. You had to go out and live the same exact life. You couldn't like go home and hide and wait until it's over like the purge. You had to go out in public with absolutely no makeup on. Like nothing. You had to go to work. You had to go to, so you wouldn't be allowed to stay home though. You would have to go out, you'd have to go to work, you'd have to go, like if you're a bartender, you just have to go as is. As you look when you get fresh out of the shower. You can still do your hair, but you know how the world would change, like overnight? Because guys, we don't have that, you know? I'm saying in general. You like something to grab versus skin and bone? Oh, you guys are having all the conversations over there. I like that. I can't wait to read the rest of that. That would be absolutely wonderful. Take a little swig, make some room. Thank you very much.
Yes, sir.
Perfect. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Great service here. Because guys, we can't do that. What can we actually do? Alright, I use the teach Hanley because, I like my skin looking good. Looks pretty freaking good, right? I'm not all like, I don't look like a freaking catcher's mitt. Hold on, my eyebrow. There we go. But we can't embellish ourselves. We can't embellish ourselves other than like going to the gym and whatnot. I mean, okay, I could like take out a wad of hundreds and wave it all over myself, but there's an expression. Some dudes can't get laid in a hooker house with a fistful of hundreds, So we can't embellish, we just have to be who we are, and we're kind of stuck with it, You are who you are. So, what do you develop? A funny personality because all the girls like to laugh and whatnot? Which they really don't. But they do. But they do. But ain't gonna get you laid. Getting in the friend zone. So what do guys get to do that's on par with that? Pretty much nothing. We just have to deal with who we are. And it would be like the greatest reset in world history, especially, granted, a lot of women in my audience are, more mature and settled in and all that other stuff, but what would like the younger generation do? What would the younger generation do? I mean, half of them have so much contouring, they all look like Kim Kardashian. Every single one of them, because they all watch the same YouTube video on how to contour their makeup and whatnot. Which is contour makeup is like Photoshop in a bottle. I mean, honestly, Photoshop in a bottle. So that's, But someone's actually coming over here to say what they like about face. She was like, that's the dude with the sticker on his car. And go, what? So underneath all that contour, what you getting, you know? I think it's fair to know. But that would be the greatest reset. These young ladies would be like, whoa. You know, I think they would take it down a notch. This is just swimming in this glorious dressing. I think I'm going to take the rest of this home. Although I do have shit to do. I still got to tell you about how did I get into all that. I still got to tell you about Maggiano's, and I still got to tell you about something else. These olives are good. All right, my first piece of better. But these poor ladies, look at that. Oh, that's freaking sexy. Isn't that freaking sexy? All right, wait. Let's get all Greek. You hear that music in the background? It's cool. I ordered a Greek salad. It's got to cover my face. Look at that. There we go. Oh, it's dripping good. I might take it home. You know, but that would be a great reset. I think the world would do good with that. Because you know what? Okay, makeup is good. It accentuates certain things, but in the grand scheme of things, you know how rare it is for how do I put this correctly? Beauty standards have changed so much in terms because of makeup. I mean, what is truly beautiful anymore? You know, what is the beauty standard? The beauty standard that society clings on to and that women cling on to is artificial. It is absolutely artificial because we look at beauty and go, wow, she's beautiful. But she spent 5 hours in makeup. You know, so is that really beauty? Or how many women, okay, you could look at a man and be like, damn, that dude's handsome, you know? And it's not because of makeup. Now, when it comes to women, it's very hard to say the same thing because what our concept of what a beautiful woman is predicated on makeup for the most part. So what is a beautiful woman? So it would just shock the freaking world, you know? How many women go out with no makeup that you can actually tell what a beautiful woman is with or without makeup, you know? It's a tough call, so it would have to call for a reset of the beauty standard, you know? To me, personally, I'll be totally honest, given a choice, I'd take a banging body over a face, you know? You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's just me. Because a face is a face is a face. And I think all people are all women are beautiful. You know, one way or another, all women are beautiful. And I ain't blowing smoke up your ass. One way or the other, all women are beautiful. You know, especially if they're projecting like feminine energy. All women are beautiful for the most part. Unless, you know, they have just black hearts and black souls and it just oozes out of their pores. That's a whole nother story. But beauty is relative when it comes to women, as far as I'm concerned, because, you know, is what it is. So what is the standard for natural beauty? You know, is there one? You know what I think it is? The girl next door look would be the standard. But what is the girl next door? You know, some chick with like light makeup on and then inject a bunch of shit in her lips. I don't know. What is the standard? So in that way, you know, us fellas got it a little more easy. You know, like you're either handsome or you're not. And if you're not considered technically handsome, you can go and do something about it. You can go make some 7 figures because money smells pretty freaking good. It's a powerful aphrodisiac. You know what I'm saying? You can go be successful. You can go to the gym and get the kick and bod. Applications for banging bod coming up, you know? As I said a long time ago, you know, the remedy for being ugly is going to the gym. You know? That just is what it is. but and guys are all freaking gross anyway. You know, pull down the covers, guys are all freaking gross. But anyway, I digress. So how about we petition for National No Makeup Day? Okay, here's another one. I was talking about with my buddies. We talk about all sorts of shit, you know? Like, but not guy talk. You know, we never sit around and go like, oh, look at the butt on this one. We don't do that. Which I'm thankful for, that like we don't, like we're guys and everything, and we can talk about stuff like that when it's appropriate, but it's not like, you know, we'd be sitting here and be like, you know, that's high school shit, you know? After a while, it's just like, cool, you know, whatever, you know? What am I gonna pay all that attention for, you know? I mean, if it's my woman, yeah, I'll pay all the attention she wants, but I ain't giving it away for free. But what are we talking about? Okay, and I've mentioned this before too. What do women ask men for the most part? Women go, sir, what do you do for a living? What do you do for a living? Which is a polite way of saying, how much money you got? And all these guys know it, so it doesn't matter how you mask it. We all know that you're asking, how much do you make? You know? Like even like when I was a professional photographer, like towards the end before I shifted to boudoir, you know, women would ask me, so what do you do for a living? I'm like, a professional photographer. And they'd be like, damn, move on to the next one. But they didn't realize, like, you know, I was the shit. I had a manager and everything, but I digress. Been doing a lot of digressing. But a woman will coyly ask how much you make, you know, various things. So what do you do? Blah, 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 blah. You know, what do you do? How much do you make? Same shit, right? Oh, you're a lawyer. You're a doctor. You're a software engineer. Nice. That keeps you busy, huh? What do you think they're asking? Come on, like, you ladies know what you do. So, if they can say that, if a woman could say that to you, can you say, oh, yeah, I'm in this game, that game, blah, 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 blah. By the way, do you have a picture of yourself without makeup on? That's my response. Oh, by the way, do you have a picture with no makeup on? Now that I told you how much money I make? No? You care to go wash it off in the ladies' room? I'll wait. No. I just told you how much money I made. Tell me I'm wrong. That'd be the instant response. So if a lady asks you how much money you make, ask to see her without makeup, because it's the same thing. You know, you're looking to see what. You can't tell how much money I make. I mean, you know, you can look at the watch, you can look at this, you can look at that, but you don't know how much money I make, nor I have, you know? But now I'm exposing myself, you know, to something that might please you. I want to know, in exchange, what am I going to wake up to in the morning? You know, should we get together? What am I really getting out of this? You know, what do you look like without all that contouring going on? I think that's a fair question, don't you? There you go. What do you? I can't wait to catch up on all this chatter over here. This is going to be interesting AF. But we still got other things to talk about. Oh, my dentist just reminded me I got my appointment tomorrow. People. The rough ones start. Not the dental, the oral surgeon. The rough ones start. Like, I won't be able to eat this after tomorrow. They're going to start on, you know, reshaping the upper part of my palate starting tomorrow. You ever got anything done to your upper palate? That's just like, I will give you the nuclear codes. Just don't stick me again in my upper palate with that giant horse needle, you know? That's pretty freaking brutal. So yeah, I'm not looking for. They might do a little more on this side, because this side, I don't know if you can tell, but you know, even the shape and everything is back, almost back the way it was. The upper is not, but they're working on that. And then I have like 2 or 3 on the upper, and that's all starting tomorrow. Yay. I'm not looking forward to it, but I'm looking forward to getting this over with, you know. I've had enough surgery and stitches and all the bullshit. Yeah, shots in the, oh my God, you're just like, I don't care how tough you are, that shit sucks. All right, enough about relationships, enough about all that. Let's talk about feta cheese. That shit's good. I'm eating all the olives. I'm gonna have them box that. I do leave nice places with a box. I don't care. I don't care. Some people are like, no, you know, that's so uncouth, this, that, and the other. I mean, throwing away food is kind of freaking uncouth, you know? But at the same time, I'm local. I'll stick it in the car. My car will smell like onions for a couple hours, and I'm gonna chow on that later. A little more balsamic, and I think it needs a little salt, but it's still freaking good. Okay, thank you, Maria. What else we got to? Oh, so I go to Maggiano's. That's why I decided to come here. I went to Maggiano's because I said I had to film, because that's where the Bror Nation get-together is going to be. April 22nd, Monday, 2024. Links in the description. No, you got to go to the Bror Nation Facebook group. It's a pinned post if you want to come. I'm putting together a whole video on all the ins and outs of the whole get-together. And figured I'd go over there and shoot some glorious 4K. So I shot some glorious 4K. I was over there earlier, then I came over here. It's like right down the block. And I found out a bunch of things. They have a private elevator, because one of the things I asked, like, how people going to get in and out of here? You got to go through the mall, because in the fashion show mall, they got a private elevator. Did not know that. It's around the side. I filmed where it is and everything. So they got a private elevator for lift and all the rest of that. And yeah, it's, like I said, it's going to smell like a bird. It's going to smell like onions in the car, but I ate most of them. But it's worth saving. It's delicious. It's not about the money. It's just food. Food's good. And the rest I'm going to eat with a spoon. I'm being polite now, but when I go home, I would rather eat this with a spoon. That way I can maximize the dressing intake. And I'll tell you something else weird about me. I love eating standing up. Does anyone else? I just love eating standing up. If it wasn't for like hanging out with my buddies and whatnot, where it might not be appropriate, but when we're up in a suite chilling out, we all freaking stand up and eat. We eat like this, yeah, blah, 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 blah. I like eating standing up, because I'm like ready to go. SEAL Team 6 calls me up, I'd be like, this watch is good for 600 meters and I'm already standing up. I'm gone, you know, grab my bug out bag, I don't know. You know, the zombies come, but like just, you know what I found? For me, we'll get back to Maggiano's in a second. If I like eat, okay, this is me at home, right? Put a spoon, picture a spoon, burp, whatever, standing up. Because if I like relax, because like I said in the beginning, I probably haven't had a day off in like 5 years. I probably haven't had 2 days or more off in maybe 10, possibly 15, I don't know. Because I'm always on the grind. If I like sit down and get all comfortable and eat, then I'm gonna put my hand, you know, I'm gonna do an Al Bundy or whatnot, you know. I'm just gonna be like, oh, Extraction 2 is on, you know, and then what? Look at me now. Oh, I can make that call tomorrow. I'll make that deal tomorrow. I'll sign that contract tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? That's just me. I'm just like, ready to make the moves. Anyway, Maggiano's. So they got a private elevator. Well, it's a private elevator with a private cab, Uber and Lyft drop off. So we're good. So you can get up there easily. I looked at the room is beautiful. The outdoor deck is beautiful. The only thing that's going to be different is when I filmed in there. Let's wait. Oh, absolutely, Edward. Yeah. You know, it's a calories in, calorie out type of thing. Absolutely. We're going to get into all that stuff. I'm going to get into a whole health thing. How I maintain, well, see, I'm like down 30 pounds. I don't even want to get into it. It kills me. Anyway, like most people would love to lose 30 pounds, it freaking broke my heart that I lost 30 pounds. Anyway, so yeah, the inside, the only difference between what you're gonna see for real and what took place, Century with the 5 banana rounders. Thank you very much, I appreciate it. There's gonna be round tables, and I spoke with them, and they said that they are going to have 2 bartenders, a room captain, a dining captain, and five or six people serving everyone. They're gonna have tables of 9, and you'll see in the video there'll be square tables, but they're gonna be replaced with round tables. That room is completely renovated. The rest of the place is not, but they project to be done around August or so. They invited me in for a, could I box that and take it with, please? Thank you. Yes, sir. Thank you, Jose. Oh, you know how bad this sucks? You want to see something right here? Look at that. Oh, do those look good or what? I cannot eat those. I'm gonna force myself into gluten one day, but I might die. Those are absolutely beautiful. All right, thank you. Did he just ask me to box it myself? Well, I don't think he wants to. Yeah, he just doesn't want to interfere. He knows that I'm yapping over here. But I might pick too. I'm gonna pick. I ain't boxing myself. That tip too good for that. But that's a whole nother subject. We're gonna get into tipping. I do tip well, but I'm not tipping a fucking elevator. You know, there's like elevators where the elevator asks you for a tip. It's a freaking elevator. I ain't tipping an elevator. Anyway, it's a whole nother subject. Alright, so that room is done. 9 people per table, they're rounds. Gonna do beautiful linen. And there's gonna be 1 person and a busboy per 2 people. So the ratio is really good. It's really good. It's gonna be family style, which I love. It's not a buffet where you gotta go, scoop some meatballs or whatever. They bring the food to the table, everyone eats, everyone's comfortable, blah, 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 blah. And when that food's gone, they bring some more. That's the part I like, Even though it's a 5 or 6 course meal, fiber is freaking awesome, Bert. Even though it's a 5 or 6 course meal, they don't serve the next course until everyone is satiated with the original course. They're gonna come and be like, does anyone want any more of this? Anyone want any more appetizers? Everyone's good? We all agree? Okay, then they bring out the next course. So everyone's it's like all you can eat, family style, but with high-end food. It's freaking awesome. It is pretty freaking awesome, I ain't gonna lie. You want 5 servings of this, freaking have them, It's I like what they did. Private elevator. They offered us also greater capacity should we want to lock it in. And I'm not sure right now. Right now we can go up to 90 people. But we might be able to, can we group? Yeah, you can tip me. I take tips, I take them super chats. That's basically tips. I appreciate it. No, they're contributions for the cause because, live streams do cost me money, contrary to what people think. Okay, anyway, I digress yet again. When I sit down, I digress a lot. You notice that? So we can go up to 130 if we want to. So that's going to be available to us. I don't know if we're gonna, but it is potentially available. We can go to 90 or we can go to 130, which I was thinking if the 90 people event sells out, we might have to incorporate a second event into it. It's open bar all night. They asked if we wanted to start with a cocktail hour You know, like while everyone comes in, just have the bar open and everyone, like a cocktail reception and then dinner, or come right in, sit down, appetizers and the dinner with the cocktail bar open. The cocktail bar, it's free, you know, it's all included. I don't know how we're going to do that, and I'll take your, your impressions of that. I mean, it's going to be open regardless, and anytime you want a drink, they're going to serve you one, or you go up and take care of it. You know, it's not a cash bar, it's just open. Top shelf stuff, I saw it, so yeah, that's pretty hot. Or do a cocktail reception before we get into the like get everyone lubricated and then jump in. That's what I'm kind of thinking. Is this already? It's April of next year. We got plenty of time. So I'm thinking opening cocktails, get everyone settled in. There's going to be a lot of people who are going to catch up with people you already know, and then there's going to be at least 50, 60, 70 people that we might not know, everyone getting together and get to meet and greet, have some drinks, blah, blah, blah. I'll probably be like half in the bag by freaking 6. You know, so I was thinking maybe like a cocktail hour or a cocktail half hour starting, and then, you know, once everyone, you know, is properly saturated, you know, jumping into the whole, you know, meal thing, rather than sit down and eat, you know what I'm saying? Like mill around and then sit down and eat. And then there's they got the balcony, which overlooks the Encore, and overlooks this place, it overlooks the Encore and the Wynn and everything. It's pretty nice. Overlooks Resorts World over there, but hopefully that parking lot, they're gonna do something over there by then. That's what they say, I don't know. Outdoor seating, yeah, it's nice. But what he was saying was this. Here's another thing. Let me keep on whatever. Like 1 hour. Well, they asked me if I was gonna have a DJ or not. You know, that's if we get enough people, that's a possibility. They said that they showed me the area where you can get a DJ or someone playing a harp. Does anyone know how to play a harp? That'd be cool. Boom, 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 boom. Or a piano. You know, one of you ladies will put on like a red dress, lay on top of the piano and sing and whatnot. Anyone willing to do that? I think that'd be kind of hot. You know, like swan song type of stuff. Maybe we'll hire Sade. She'll come in, you know, do a thing. Yeah, okay. Yeah, they showed me the area. That's available to do too. They said they have the sound system all set up, yada, yada, yada. But we'll see. You know, we've got to see if we hit capacity first, which I know we will, because a third of the tickets are already gone, and it's not for another, 10 months or whatever it is. But here's the thing, yeah, stuff some Ziplocs in your pants and whatnot, and you could take like bowls of pasta, pour it in your pants and eat it later when you get back to the room. That's what I'm doing. All you can eat. Yeah, I got a whole video. I was waiting for this to complete this video before I produced the video about the event. That way I can say, check out the video in the description if you want to know what's going on. That's why I haven't been talking about it. But I was having a conversation with the manager, the MOD there, the manager on duty there, and I had 2 other conversations with 2 other MODs in town, and they just raised the music. Let's get a little closer, a little more intimate. And a lot of these places, remember I said there's like this trend in town to make everything lighter and brighter and whatnot? What's the best casino for low like almost none, unfortunately. Who's got the best rock in town? Believe it or not, it's the Stratosphere. They play almost exclusively rock from the 70s, 80s, 90s, and 2000s, mixed in with some 90s and 2000 rap, like Biggie and Tupac and all that. They got great music over there. No FMs above. Red Rock's another one, but yeah, but it's the Strat. But they got great music. But they always kick me out lately. I don't know why. I'm not like a dick to them or anything, but they're always like, hey, we don't want any streaming in here. Oh, because I called you out on charging locals for parking? Was that the reason? Anyway, again, I digress. So, there's a trend in town to make everything lighter and brighter and more lights and lit up and lit up and lit up. So they're all under construction. All these restaurants are like gutting their places. Now, if you look at Maggiano's, how it looks now, it's classic. It's got the wood, it's got the brass, it's got the glass, it's got the chandeliers, it's got that dark, vibey, old school, Little Italy vibe going on. Like Bavette's. Bavette's, you go in there, it's dark. I mean, not so dark you need freaking, night vision to see your food, but it's got that ambience, that ambiance. That's dark and low-key and wood and leather and, it's got that feel, like that Peter Luger feel and something like that. Yeah, I'm gonna park for free too. Freaking killing me. Anyway, banana distract. Still might get killed up in there. I like that vibe, but there's a trend in town to rip all that stuff out, to legitimately rip out wood, like that Peter Luger heavy wood thing, and make it lighter and brighter. And that's reflected in Maggiano's too. They said I might want to come back in like 3 months because the bar area is going to be different. The bar is beautiful, beautiful old wood. I don't know if it's walnut, but it's nice, dark. It might be oak or cherry. It might be cherry. It doesn't look like oak. Beautiful, beautiful, perfect to sit a glass of scotch and some wine, blah, 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 blah. They're gutting that, and I'm like, well, what are you going to put in here? It's like the same stuff that's in your room, which was a light granite. Granted, it is beautiful. I got like one of the same shit in my kitchen. It's like granite, like the black, white, and gray type of granite. That's, pretty common granite. They're putting that, like, it's probably not real granite. It's probably synthetic stuff. But they're going to put that. That's going to be the new bar area. And they're going to brighten the place up with more lights and make it like this. And they're doing this all over town. And I spoke with him and this other MOD at this other place, and they're just like, demographically, from all the research that we do, people aren't going for this anymore. They don't want dark. They don't want that vibe. They want light, bright. And he says the lighter and brighter you make it, the more they buy drinks for like $35 because, they put a piece of dry ice in it and it smokes, that's what they want. They said the younger people are enamored with bright places, and for many reasons. It's better for Instagram. Look at me, I got $35, $135 martini and it's smoking, and they take their Instagram picture for the clout and whatnot. Okay. Dark places are not conducive to influencers. I mean, I'm an influencer, but what am I really influencing you to do? Not much. Well, I hope so. Maybe in your life. I don't know about, purchase and shit. So they're making everything light and bright. I mean, this place is a good example of a blend. I mean, I'll show it to you before we leave. It's got its dark elements and it's offset by the light. They do drop the lights down a bit, after dark and whatnot. But that's what they're going to go for at Maggiano's. I do have to go in there and take another look at that. But that's the trend now. It's light and bright, and all those people who think dark is a great ambience, then go screw ourselves. Because, they want to cater to the, the next generation that they've trained on on Vegas with $10 rooms. They want the 20-year-olds. They want everything light and bright, and by the time they have discretionary income, by the age of 30 to 40, they'll be happy over here, supposedly. So, out with the old school, and in with the new. So I thought that was a little disappointing. And on another note, we were talking about the submarine that, I went into the whole thing. I'm not going to get into it, but cut to the chase. The submarine that goes down to the Titanic at 13,000 feet, lost communication 3/4 of the way down. People saying it's on the bottom. That's most likely not the case. I hate to be the person who says that, but it's probably true. There's reports that they hear knocking down there. I mean, but doesn't anyone know Morse code? Help us get the F out of here, But they say they hear knocking, but that could be anything. There's probably nothing they can do, which is very, very sad, because it's sealed with bolts from the outside. So even if they make it down there within the next 24 hours and find them, and they still happen to be alive, because 24 hours they'll be out of oxygen, less than 24 hours. I think it's 18 at this point. You can't open the doors there anyway and put them in another craft. You got to somehow figure out how to raise it up, because the minute you open it, everyone gets crushed down to like the size of one of those olives. It's a really sad situation, but everyone's gonna hold out hope that that tapping is legit and they get rescued. But I'd like to hold out hope for them too, but I think personally it was a catastrophic failure 3/4 of the way down. They lost communication. Then they try to blame Elon for it somehow. Someone came out with this dumbass report saying that, well, they were using Starlink as their communication system, on that thing, and blah 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 blah. That was total horseshit. I don't know why they wanted to attack him. Not that I need to defend him, but why do people have to come up with like dumb shit like that for? So that was interesting, because Starlink cannot penetrate more than like 8 feet of water. So that was total jive. And then they found out they were like going through like how the ship operates, and basically it has like a joystick from like PlayStation 2 controlling the whole thing. I mean, I never would have got down there. Starlink is awesome. We got one of those for business purposes. It's pretty freaking awesome. Ain't no lie. Yeah, so, I feel bad. I feel pretty terrible about, that loss of life. But don't go in no freaking submersibles. Don't do dumb shit, Like, oh yeah, everyone likes to swim with the sharks until you get eaten. They're gonna find me swimming with no sharks or whatnot. Okay, granted, I'm in the ocean hanging out. This mako comes up to me, I'd be like, what up, bro? But if he gives me screw face, I'm gonna punch him in the face. I don't want to swim with no freaking sharks. But most of the sharks you swim with, like nurse sharks. They don't even have teeth, but they still mess you up. Whip you with the tail, but just don't do dumb shit. You see all these pictures of like people molesting buffalo in like, the Yellowstone Park and whatnot, and getting their asses handed to them. Like, no shit. Like they want to take selfies with a buffalo. Buffaloes are freaking weird. You ever see a buffalo up close? It's like this weird hybrid of an animal. It's got this freaking head, and then it's got the horse tail and the lion front. But you don't mess with buffalo, and people do that shit all the time. They're like, oh, let's get a selfie with the cheetah, Just stop doing dumb shit. Stop going in submarines that gotta be like closed from the outside. If you got in your car, would you buy a car where, what? Who likes it on top? What are you guys talking about? I gotta check out this conversation. Would you buy a car that like they had to screw you in? They're like, okay, you can get in your car, but then we have to seal the door from the outside. Would you buy it? Would you go for a ride in a bus Would you take a Greyhound bus knowing that they had to seal the doors from the outside? I don't want to be in shit that the door has to be sealed from the outside. That's just me. You know? Like, what happens in an emergency? You know, there's no escape hatch in that damn thing, you know? You're just like screwed, blued, and tattooed. You know? True adventure seeker. Am I actually going to have to pour that in there myself? Should I do it? I really don't want to. Alright, should we do it? Should we not be dazed? I want to go outside for a little while. Alright, let's see what's what. Oh, I was just talking about the wind, telling me, you know, I got to use my 150 in free play. They just sent me a note. You guys watching win? That's pretty freaking cool. All right. Yeah, seal me in from the outside. Oh, it doesn't have an escape hatch? Cool. Doesn't have backup radio? Cool. Uses a joystick from PlayStation 2? Cool. Let's go. No, I'm good. I'm good. I'll stay right here on Earth. I'll watch you guys. Let me know when you wake up. I shouldn't go there because there's still 6 lives, or was it 7 lives, which is tragic. It's freaking tragic. But unfortunately, I think everyone's just grasping for straws. I think those people are goners. I think they were goners the moment they lost communication, unfortunately. I think I'm actually doing this myself. I don't think I've ever done this. Not here, but I know what he's doing. He's giving me room because he knows I'm doing a show. And what does this say? What's that? Earth choice. This? Damn. I'm gonna have to save this one. Don't tell me you don't save. I mean, if you got one that's cool from a restaurant, don't tell me you're not saving it from microwave and shit. Don't even try to tell me that. Alright, I can't believe I'm doing this. I feel like I'm getting gypped out of an experience here. But, wow, that is like dressing out the wing line. I got some feta cheese at home. I'm gonna high performance it some more. I should take some silverware. I haven't done this myself. I think Donald in mine. Hey Donald, I'm taking some silverware, bro. Look at that. Should I lick the plate? Doesn't that look good? Got my bag to put it in. Don't go anywhere. I ain't going nowhere. Alright, let's check it out. Yeah, this is a good freaking quasi Tupperware for. Oh, that is gonna be good. That is gonna be so saturated later with that dressing. This thing's gonna be good for like microwave and shit because it's got them vents up in there. They shut the music off. Yeah, you'd think they'd have a device to allow people to. Why is this thing fakakta like that? The camera is a little fakakta. I say fakakta, I'm from New York. Yeah, you'd think they had no emergency. They just never planned. The hubris of humans. No, this thing don't seal worth a shit. What up? How is this even supposed to seal? Oh, let me turn that around. You don't want to look at a wall. You want to watch me struggle with this. It does not seal. I'm gonna have the stinkiest car in town. Oh wait, I think I got it. You gotta start in the back and work your way forward. Yeah, there was no like backup anything. Didn't have backup shit. Oh no, this. All right, I gotta talk to Donald about this Earth choice bullshit. I can't believe I'm struggling to close this because I don't want it in the freaking backseat of my car. What up? I wonder if I could tell him to hold this until I'm back. And then the bag don't fit it properly. Oh, this is gonna be a train wreck. Yeah, She's train wreck level. Okay, there was one other thing I had to talk about. We could talk about that while we're walking. There was something else. I got no need for them breadsticks. And breadsticks are looking good, though. Check them out. I mean, they're like the breadiest breadsticks ever. Look at those things. Oh, they look so good. They're like croissanty. But I would die if I ate those. I feel bad even taking them. Let me smell my fingers. Yeah. Sometimes you gotta smell your fingers. That smells good. What is that? I don't know what that spice is. That's good. Yeah, that's going in the trunk for sure. That might just be the end of my car. I might have to buy a new car if that spills. That would suck. What time is it? 2? All right, we got a little time left. I got some shit to do today. LA is Vegas with better weather, pretty much. YT messages. I told you yesterday that YT does not hold you accountable for what people comment in the message. Well, if the comment section goes buck wild, they have a problem with that. Like, that's why I shut it down. You do have to be a subscriber to comment. There's a reason for that. If it goes buck wild and I lose control of my own comment section and people are just talking all sorts of shit, YT does not like that, obviously. Comments, I'm not held responsible for comments because they're comments, you know? Like, you police them. You want to remove it. Sometimes I do if they're just dumb. But most of the time I just leave them there. But now, like, YouTube doesn't print a manual and say, this is what we do, this is how we do it. How you find out how YT functions is as you watch and you hear about other channels getting demonetized or spanked or taken down because they did something. So the latest trend is if you like comments, that might not be considered popular, according to YT, you own them. It's the same as if you came out and said the same thing. Like, you know, I don't understand this whole transmission thing. You know what I'm saying? I got speaking code. Boys should be... Boys? Should they? I don't know. Whatever. What's a boy anyway? You know what I'm saying? Like, if you get into that and I happen to like it, then it's the same thing as that's me promoting said thing. So that's a new thing. The next thing that happened is, wow, we're only down to, what? Could we really be down that little in people? Holy cow. It's only 118 people watching? Where'd all my friends go? All right, whatever. So you got to be careful with that. The latest trend is, and I spoke on him already, how should I put this? RFKJR. Anyone who's been talking about him has not only been getting censor boarded, they're getting demonetized. People who've made videos if using clips of certain things that he's said are literally getting their channels gone. I mean, like, you imagine going to log in, imagine going to work in the morning, you get up in the morning, you get dressed, you put your makeup on, what's a woman anyway, and you show up at work, and the building isn't there anymore. I mean, not only is, like, your cubicle empty, not only is the third floor that you work on empty, but the whole freaking building is gone. It's just like a big empty lot, and you're just like, what happened? Is this the Twilight Zone? That's what happens to your channel. If you put anything with that dude, especially if you put a clip of him saying anything, you're just gone. So you go to log into YT, and your shit's gone. You're just like... And they're like, does not exist, does not exist, does not exist. That's what they've been doing. for the past like week and a half, and like, cause you know I belong to these other things because I'm a quote unquote creator, and it's getting talked about all the time. That's kind of messed up, you know, especially going into the cycle. So that basically, I gotta be so careful because, you know, whatever. Isn't that like interfering with the thing that's taking place in a year and a half that you're not supposed to? Except, I don't know. I mean, how do you lose your I mean, I could see if RFKJR said, I don't want this dude using clips of my stuff, that'd be one thing. You know, send me a copyright strike. I'm not saying me, send these people copyright strikes and whatever. But just to like, I mean, gonning the channel. Just gonning it. Just offing the channel from the face of the earth. That's what's happened. And other people have been like completely demonetized. No questions asked. Just like, oh, you put up a clip of this person, we're not going to support this individual, we want this other thing to happen, so if you speak on this individual, we will ban you forever from YT. And YT is a funny thing. Like, if someone's channel gets goned, they gone your channel, you can never start another one. The only way you can do it is, I mean, you'd have to, you just can't. You can never ever return to YT. The only case that you could probably return to YT is if you got, if you became a corporate entity and then that corporation hired you to do work for them on YT, but even that would be rough because then your image would be there and they'd be like, yo, didn't we ban this dude? So once you get banned from YT, you're done forever. You're just off the platform. That's pretty, so just making commentary on what's going on, what everyone would want to know, that's bad news, you know, hence this one over here and this one over here. So you could join me over there, just in case. I mean, I'm not fearing it, but just in case, you never know. The goalpost moves every day, and the closer we get to the cycle of things, like we could talk about how, you know, the son of a certain person is basically gonna walk on pew and tax charges because he's the son, in order to get everyone to shut up so they stop digging a little deeper to find out about that $30 million that went to the other guy, and, you know, so they got a front of it, you know, a little bit by writing a little ticket and a little slap on the wrist, you know. We could talk about all that, but you can't. So as we progress towards 2024, if this is what's happening this early, that they're censoring a dude on the other side of the aisle, you'd think, see, that's what I always say. What did I tell you people? Now I'm pissed. What did I tell you people? That everyone's okay with the censor voting because it ain't my side, but now they're coming after your side. Now what you gonna do when they come for you, bad boys, bad boys? You know, didn't I say that? Everyone's like, yeah, censor them. The people on that side of the aisle, screw them. They don't deserve a voice anyway. But when they come onto your side, if you don't support this side and say that it should be equitable for all, that everyone should be able to say what they want, as long as it's not hurtful or, well, I don't know about hurtful, everyone gets butthurt, as long as it's not harmful or illegal, it's all fun and games till they come after you. So now they're going after a dude on the other side, and now they're stepping on your backyard. So I like to see what the response is from, you know, that side of the aisle. I mean, I'm kind of in the middle, leaning a certain direction, but yeah, I support free speech for everyone. I don't care who they are, as long as they ain't like doing anything illegal. Act the fool all you want. It doesn't mean I'm gonna listen to you. You're entitled. But yeah, so they're coming after the other side now. So I'm very curious to see what is said about that. But, you know, I don't know. I gotta be a little careful. Don't want to wake up censor-boated. But they seem to like me so far because I have a way of, like, kind of, you know, I'm not a dick about it. I can be a dick about it. I don't think, well, he's probably going to get some time. But who knows? They got ahead of it, you know what I'm saying? They got ahead of it that way, you know. Oh, shut up already with this, you know? It's an interesting thing. It's freaking cunning AF. Anyway, I think I gotta go like pay or something, don't I? Was this meal free? I think it was free. You want to play Ring and Roll? You think DJ Teal can find me? Want to see something? Wait, hold on. Let me find one of these. Wait. All right. If you can see over there, it says DJT International. And it has a date on it. Check. Is that valuable? Can I put that on eBay? Can I put that down in my merch? Can you click on the link in the description? Alright, let me go find a way to pay. It's so quiet in here. There's like nobody in here. Let's go like pay the cost to be the boss. Even though I had to pack up my stuff myself, I'm not like overly thrilled about that. Can't believe I'm gonna have to carry this bag around. Alright. Let's go pay the cost to be the boss. Got an ass print in my seat. Got an ass print in my seat. I hope that's mine. Donna with the 20 banana rounds. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Very kind of you. Very, very kind. All right. We gotta get ready to book. All right, I'm going to
put it on your room.
Actually, I'm gonna pay cash. Guerrero, how are you?
Good.
You usually here during the evenings.
Pardon me?
I usually see you in the evening.
Well, I start at this time and I go all the way to 11 o'clock.
Really?
That is right. Yeah.
That's a long shift.
It's 8.5 hours.
Yeah. What
Did
time?
I make
Oh,
like
it's
10:30?
2 something already.
Yeah, I'm just studying.
Ah,
How you doing?
pretty good.
Great.
Yourself? Yeah, I came by myself today. Let me find some real money down here. All right, there we go. Thank you. That's Guerrero. Guerrero. I like to say people's names correctly. That wasn't bad. It was 32 bucks. That was worth it. That was worth it. Suck on the rest of this coffee. Guerrero. See, I can roll my R's. It's not that hard, you know, for a white boy to roll their R's. You know, you just gotta work on it a little bit. However, my people, Scandinavian people, we also roll our R's, which is weird. That people don't think about that. They only think like, you know, Hispanic languages, but in the Nordic tongue, you roll your R's. So it's not that big a stretch for me. Not that I speak fluent Nordic, but I can roll my R's. I'll roll them even better after they finish with this freaking face surgery once and for all. Like Ragnar. That's, you know, Ragnar Lothbrok. We all know Ragnar Lothbrok, right? But it's actually Ragnar. There's a roll. In Scandinavian tongue, you roll the R. Ragnar. Ragnar Lothbrok. You roll R's in Scandinavian languages. So calling the guy by his proper name, Guerrero, it's not hard for me. Pretty fly for a white guy, huh? Tom Mack, for the 2 banana rattles, thank you very much. I'm not done yet. I got a little more time. I do have to be somewhere by 4 p.m., the absolute latest. But I want to go outside. Let's go. I want to stretch our legs a little bit. Laren, thank you very much. I just saw that. Now they're starting to get some peoples in here. I'll take you on a little tour. How much should we grease Guerrero? $32. Move the decimal. What's the new math? I think like a 10 spot. I think a 10 spot's pretty freaking gold. 10 spot, what would that be, like 30% or something like that? Yeah. I mean, they're letting me sit and freaking chill. Be chilling like Bob Dylan. I keep getting the other moderator handled this thing. It's like everyone else is like getting that shit too, like mods out there. They have great service. I love these people. I like know most of them. You know? I mean, yes, I have stayed here. I ain't gonna pull your leg. And I just like chill here, you know? Because it's like freaking relaxing. This room, I love the atmosphere. I love the music. I love the place. I love the class. I like getting my ass kissed. You know, this place will kiss your ass. From like the people outside there. I mean, I wouldn't say like ass kiss, but service here is paramount. It lives up to its name in terms of the word international. You see people from everywhere here, everywhere. You know, which kind of goes against the quote unquote narrative, but you'd be. Like, if you just think this is like a certain way, it is not. You know, it is certainly not on so many levels. I mean, it's just as international as they come. Guerrero, thank you very much. I'll see you soon.
All right, I'll be here for the rest of the day.
Very good. That's Guerrero. All right, let's coin him up. Yeah, I think that's fair. Should I give him 15? Well, he's actually not the guy. Didn't Jose split and made me bag my own shit? What up with that? Yeah, 30%. Cool. That's cool. Alright, so we're in for 43 bucks. Alright, we cool. But I never pay for parking, ever. Ever. Because they're like, yo, what up? That's another reason I like this place. It doesn't take long for them to get to know you either. And it's not that expensive here. You know, it's not that expensive to stay in the grand scheme of things. It's pretty affordable. Like, you can get a nice suite for like $130. You know, I've seen it as low as like $100. I mean, granted, I've seen also like, you know, the same suite go for $4 and $5. It just depends, you know? But if you like getting treated good, this is your jam. They do treat me good here. You ready to book? All right, let's go. Yeah, 10 spot, right? Yeah, okay, that's what I did. All right. Fwa. See? I'm pulling no one's leg. I ain't cheap like that. Alright, I'll show you around real quick. Oh, now the music's getting a little robust. Playing some nice R&B. Alright. Thank you, Guerrero. I'll see you soon. I'll show you around a little bit. Let me give you some looks. This is like a banquet area, but I've never ever seen it used. You know, they got like sneeze guards up here, but I've never ever seen it used. That's when me and my buddy watched the Golden Knights win on that TV. Hey. There she is, and there he is. And that's a beautiful bar over there. And that's the DJT private room. Can confirm, have been. And what else I gotta show you? See, if we don't sit all the way over there, you know, this is what it looks like from the other side. These deep private chairs. They only have 6 two-person tables like that. But see, this is the blend I was telling you about of dark and light at the same time, which isn't bad. That I can handle. See, the furniture's dark, but the finishes are light. That I don't mind. If they're gonna rip wood out, you know, do it the right way. Offset it.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Have a wonderful day. All right, there we go. Very soon. 6:30 a.m. See, I missed breakfast, unfortunately. They say 10 p.m., but technically they can be open later than that. You know, I've come here at midnight after a long day and just be chilling like Bob Dylan. They have 3 concierge desks. It is loud in here. They got security at the end of the hall that you gotta, you know, show your card and whatnot. There's the Trump store. Shout out Trump store. This is a beautiful place. Look at that, they have people just waiting to serve. And how awesome is that? Fresh flowers every day. Yeah. Never a huge line over there. The valets here run. They don't walk, they run. Like they used to back in the day. Well, let me show you the chandelier activities. Isn't this beautiful? Look, watch. It's beautiful. I got all my stuff. Let me count my phones. 1, 2. Yeah, I got 3 phones. I only brought 3 out with me today. But see how, like, everyone's just cool. Alright, we're gonna have to bounce off the Wi-Fi. I got the special Wi-Fi's. I gotta see. Look, that thing kicked in when that sensor hit me. They're looking at me right now, but they're just like, "Oh, it's that guy again." All right, you ready? We're gonna bounce off the Wi-Fi. Dun dun dun. As we spin around in circles. Okay, you ready? Go. Dun 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 dun. Boss ass valets over there. Get to drive all the cool cars. I like this thing. I don't know why, but for a minivan, it's kind of cool. Put some like Kragers on it. Wow. I know I'm gonna be hot in like 10 seconds once the AC gets out of my body. Are they trying to figure out how the thing works? How you doing, my friend? Good to see you again.
Good to see you too.
Yeah, man.
Have a great day.
You too, thank you. See? Like everyone here is just cool. I just met that guy, I don't know, like a month ago, you know? And he's just like, yeah, I'd be chilling. And I'm like, yeah, I'd be chilling too. Alright, what are we gonna do? I gotta get a little situated. I didn't drink a drop of freaking water in there. I don't think that was in my own best interest. So let's walk a little bit. Let me digest some. Janice with the 5 Bananamoramas. Did I miss that? Alright, hold on. Let me go to, they got a new tab that I could look at stuff. Oh, Janice, that, of course. That's part and parcel. Of course I'm gonna go visit over there. But we do have to spend another visit. Get a little, I think we're gonna show I'll do another video showing the food at Maggiano's. Gonna arrange that soon. And I will show you, let's see, what time is it? 2:30? Maybe we could walk in the neighborhood. I'll show you where that private elevator is that I never freaking Except I gotta carry my bag. Gotta carry my bag of olives. Man, that dude had the ape hangers. He was hanging like an ape. It's ape hangers. Is that what they still call them? They still call them ape hangers? Or am I just still thinking about that from my Schwinn days? I had ape hangers on my Schwinn. Let's cross the street. Dun, 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 dun. I cannot see nothing. Yeah, family style in August, but like, yeah, it's family style, all you can eat, but it's table service family style. It's not like, you know, some family styles are kind of lame. They just like put a slop bucket in front of everyone and, you know, you're supposed to eat. But this is like classy. They're just gonna bring giant plates of food, everyone indulges, and then they bring more giant plates of food until you're freaking fully satiated. That's my word of the day, satiated. Ooh, I like that word, satiated. Are you satiated? Was that undercover? No. That's what they use for undercover here in Vegas. Pickup trucks like that. But that was not one. Satiated. I'm satiated right now with olives. That sounds a little funny. Golden Monkey Tiki Lounge now open. The freaking RW is trying anything to stay alive. They should be more friendly to streamers and keep their word to Bror Fredrik. And then I might like promote you, but they don't think they need my promotion. But I bet I've been keeping asses out of their seats. Haha. Look at you now. I used to be a huge proponent of that place. Oh, they can kiss my ass. In Macy's window. On Broadway. On Broadway. I remember parking way in the back of this parking lot back in the day. Especially like when your car's less than a year old. Used to go to the Frontier and park all the way over there. And walk the 4 blocks in the 125 degree temperature to go inside. Hope they do something with that. I think the Wynn owns that, if I'm not mistaken. We're burning up the calories. So you can walk to the Wynn from there in like 5 minutes. There go the shuttle. What's this guy? Why are you creeping on me, bro? Oh, because there's a stop sign. I'm always thinking everyone's creeping on me. But I'm never going to stop. You know? Just because you know. What is that expression? Just because you're paranoid doesn't mean that people aren't out to get you. Something to that effect. Oh, you actually going to let me go too, Mr. Honda? Thank you very much. Awesome, dude. Alright. Yeah, I'm always looking over my shoulder. It's got me out of trouble. Overthinking has got me out of freaking more trouble than it's worth. No, it's gotten me out of more trouble than it hasn't. Overthinking is not as bad as people think. I think when people say, oh, don't overthink, that's just being lazy. If you ask me, wow, they let all this die. Overthink everything. Every angle. Keep your ass out of trouble. See, they got the valet going on over here. Bam, $11. That's a deal. So you could valet up in here for $11. That's cheap. What's up? I did not know that. I learned something new. But you gotta pick your vehicle up. I remember I told you that if you come up over here. Alright. I don't know if we can, yeah, we'll probably lose connection. But here's the jam right here. Look. Oh, I lost connection. Hold on. With the gimbal. It was flopping in the wind. You cannot get up to all those places using that. But this is their private elevator. Isn't that boss? So they got valet for $11, or your cab will drop you off, or your Uber will drop you off right up in here. Yeah, maybe we'll try. No, I don't want to wear out my welcome. I spent like an hour there. They'd be like, damn, can't get rid of this Bror Fredrik now. And there is our private room. See that? Isn't that freaking sexy? That's our room up there. All the glass and all that. Alright. I hope we don't get disconnected. Not disconnected. I hope the signal won't drop. Let's check it out. Hold on. Bonk. Alright. Let's see. So far, so good. Maggiano's. So far, so good. Manhattan, what's going on? Yeah, there are those who don't think enough. Exactly. I'd rather overthink than underthink a situation. I'll tell you what. Alright, and then, bada bing, bada boom. We're here. And this is the Maggiano's. Oh, maybe we could do this live real quick. Holy shit. I wasn't even... Oh, they got the copyright music in here. They got the copyright. Okay, we're going to run quick. I am going to mute, and we're going to run quick into our room. All right, you ready? We'll be in and out in like 30 seconds. Don't go nowhere. Yeah, I forgot to check if there was signal inside that room. It kind of bonked there for a second. Oh, I could use a breath mint with all them onions. Let's grab some breath mints, 3 of them. You know, that's the cool part of me putting up. Like I put the other video up separate after this one. For a variety of reasons. You can go all the way down to the parking level if you happen to park underneath. Yeah, and it's got all this stuffs down there. But if you watch the version I put up after this one gets published, all the cutout parts are in there. So that's one of the benefits. Not the fastest elevator, but it's only going down a few feet. And here we are. Alright. I think you might have saw like 2 seconds of what goes on in there. Maggiano's. Ooh, they're the good mints. Like the crushed, how would you say? The crushed confection sugar. I really wish I could stream in this mall, but it is literally impossible. Literally impossible. Never happened in a million years. Trust me, I've tried everything. It just does not work. They got it locked down like a freak. See anything. That's why I can't keep up with the comments. I do apologize. Or if I missed the super chat, I literally cannot see the screen. Forever 21. Let's check out what the styles are. You're welcome, Trisha. Well, I'll incorporate that into a video. Oh, all the bikinis. What up? Oh, that air conditioning is good stuff. Oh, that's good stuff right there. Am I the weird one who stands up and eats and likes the smell of department stores? I love the smell of department stores. I don't know why. All that new clothes and whatever. It smells good. Department stores are awesome. I'm gonna take care of this a little bit. Where are we going? Somewhere. And you can park down there. You just hang a left at the bottom and you come up right underneath. That elevator goes down to the parking level. I didn't even know they had a private elevator. I think that's kind of boss. It makes us more exclusive. Gonna have some security there. Vet all you people. Oh, the other thing that they told me is everyone could show up like a half hour early. It starts at 5:30. They're like, you know, you can start coming at 5. So basically they gave us an extra half hour plus an extra half hour afterwards. So it's going to be like a 5-hour event. This is a dog park? Where's the dog park? I don't see no dogs. Oh, there it is over there. It's a poop spot. They said, yeah, tell your people to show up early, hang out. They said, we will direct people, you know, we'll start accommodating guests up to a half hour early. I was like, you're freaking awesome. So you get like an extra half hour at the bar. Yeah, well. Maybe I'll Uber there so I could drink with everyone. I drank with everyone, let's see, when we went to the cocktail hour. Wow, this sun is strong. At Blondie's, I got kind of lit up. Not lit, not like stupid. I just get more, I don't know, more gregarious. If you want all the hugs, just feed me a couple drinks. You end up getting them. Shout out Penske. But the cop for the main event, I don't remember if I drank. I don't think I did. I'm fun when I get a few in me. Shade. Yeah, there's a Macy's window that everyone can kiss my ass in. Shout out Macy's. Where'd I get that from? I think I invented that. You can use it if you want though. Kiss my ass in Macy's window. Wow. Sun is stupid strong. Well, this is desert and it's June. But it's not hot. I just feel like there's ants crawling all over me. What is that? It's a Mars. That's the Mars right there. I don't know, Marses are kind of like nondescript. You can't tell what they are anymore. I used to be able to tell what they are. They used to have a look. You could see it driving down the street. Like, oh, there's a Mars. And of course, it got windy as soon as we walked out. Let's go to Nordstrom's. Let's go buy a belt for $500. I need a belt. But I don't have $500 to spend on a belt. I do not. They got a valet up in here too. Complimentary. I just gotta duke the guy $10. I bet everyone would duke him 5. I'd duke him 10. Complimentary. I like complimentary. Not much in Vegas is complimentary anymore. I saw a post in one of the Facebook groups that said, wow, I can smell the onions. Oh, it's already dripping. Shit. Shite. Oh, no. Oh, I knew it. And yeah, this is not coming in the car with me. Shit. I freaking knew it. Yeah. Alright, it's all up. Rats. That could not suck enough. Alright, so much for eating my leftovers, because I am not putting that in the car. Dang. I gotta find someone to gift that to. I saw in one of the Facebook groups, someone said, what'd they say? They said, what up? They said, oh, what does Vegas do for birthdays once you show them that it's your birthday? Where all the free stuff that you get for your birthday when you come to Vegas? I was like, ain't shit. Yeah, that, where you have to go is into your time machine and go back like 20 years to get some free shit from any place in town here for your birthday. I mean, there might be like one or two, but for your birthday, they're just like, whatever. Yeah, that sucks. I mean, I could sit and eat it now, but you know what? They didn't even give me any silverware. I'm a little upset. But I didn't ask either, but they just should have given it to me. Jose, I think, was just looking at jet. His shift was done. And then Guerrero comes in. So his shift was 2 to 11? 9 hours. Yeah, all right, whatever. I'm not going to beat him up over. Yeah, you ain't get no freebies in town. What's for free in Vegas? Nothing. Not even crabs are free in town. Not even herpes. You got to pay for that, too. Woo. Yeah, I'm bummed. I'm a little bummed. All right. It's everyone's anniversary or birthday. All right, I got some stuff. I got water in the car. I got to go drink some water. You think you had one? Yeah, I did, Kyle. Yeah, that's true. I did. Opening night, I think I did too. Yeah, I got a little fried up during the reception. Yeah, I did. This is true. But the reception at the cocktail hour, yeah. But I don't even want to get that, all these ants all over the place. I don't want to put my elbows in. I don't even want to talk about it all that much. I smell good today. What am I wearing? That smells good. I'm wearing a Lacoste Booster, which is almost impossible to find. Yeah. So I got some shit to do. So I appreciate you hanging out with me, and I appreciate the super chat activities. Who is fine? What are you talking about? I don't know. That's just the top wooden seal is just, the earth, all this shit that's supposedly designed to save the planet, freaking paper straws and all this. The shit doesn't work. That was probably like biodegradable plastic. It doesn't seal. You know, all this shit designed to save the earth is actually destroying convenience in life, you know? So to save the earth, my car has to smell like onions to the point where I gotta sell it now. That's so bad. That's so bad. Get out of here, ants. Yeah, save that one freaking turtle with the straw up his nose. I mean, yeah, it sucked to be that turtle with the straw up your nose, but that changed the way we conduct our lives, that one turtle. You know, I mean, I feel for the turtle, and yes, there's a lot of garbage, you know, floating around. And it's mostly, unfortunately, in third world countries, you know. The U.S. and most first world and second world countries does not have that plastic problem that you would think. It's a lot of the third world and developing countries and China and India that has those floating aisles of plastic and whatnot. That's the part they don't tell you, you know. I mean, we all see the pollution here too, but you know, plastic straws and environmentally friendly things that leak all over. I probably got it on my pen. Had a good time. Let me chill. How you doing? So tomorrow I am doing, I'm getting that surgery in the morning. They might finish the bottom or they might start on the top. I don't know, but I might be talking a little funny tomorrow, but I'll still be yapping. So yeah, so I'll see you guys tomorrow, and I'm gonna invite you to like, share, subscribe, and hit that bell button to get notified when I do this again, which is at least 5 times a week. And if you'd like to support the channel, some super thanks would be good. You can click on all these links down here. You can follow me over at Rumble. You can follow me on Twitter. I got the Cash App, I got the Venmo, and I got the Patreon. And don't forget channel memberships. And again, starting, I think they said by next week it'll be safe to do the private live streams once again. So let's keep our fingers crossed. I'm excited about doing that. Talking a little on the one-on-one. We can eliminate all the commercials. You know, I mean, I still got to sweat copyright claims per se, but it doesn't matter if I'm not monetizing. You know, if Share gets all the revenue because it's a private live stream, so I don't really care about that. So hopefully, let's cross our fingers, because I know there's almost 400 people cumulatively that are eligible for the private live streams. And yeah, so let's just have some fun. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Let's see, the oral surgery, I think, is at 9:30 or 10 tomorrow. So I should be out of there by noon. I don't know if I'm going to do an afternoon one. You guys seem to like the nighttime ones, based on the fact that there was only like, how many people here? Like 140 right now. Went as low as like 110. So, you know, I don't know if the afternoon ones, I like doing the afternoon ones, but if it's only going to be like 100 people watching, I might not. But we'll see. But, however, Friday I got something special planned, and it'll probably be a little on the early side. Early by my standards, which means like, you know, 9:30, 10. Yeah. So I love you guys. Hit that bell button. All that good stuff. And on that note, thanks for coming for late breakfast, early lunch, something like that, but it was good. And I can smell them onions from here. And on that note, Bror Fredrik out.